Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I am 99% sure I know what this is. I have to say 99 because I've been wrong too many times. Thanks so much. Thanks so much to whoever sent this. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. I'm pretty sure that this will be available soon. We'll find out. I think we have a few barriers to get through. Maybe not too many. All right, one. What on earth? There we go. Okay, so what we've got here is something new from Arcane Design. Oh, did you upgrade the box? Oh, we got two. Oh, boy. Okay. We've got some new boxes, which is, you know, sometimes I always make fun of people. I'm like, why do you care about the box? But sometimes the box is part of the presentation, right? I mean, if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't get more views on my unboxings than I did, you know, the other stuff. So, which is true. Did you know that? More people watch the unboxings than the review. That's just the way it is. So, let's see what we've got here. I think these, I'm pretty sure though, he's doing the pre-orders, or it's not a pre-order, it's just like, I can't remember. I'm going to link all the information for this stuff down in the description, so you guys can check it out. So this, oh boy, just immediately just has the Arcane Design look. Look at what's going on here. This is called the Creature. So I like the finish here right off the bat. It's a lighter tumbled finish than I think what he's done in the past. It's been like a darker, kind of a darker finish. Ridiculously smooth action. I believe, man, what do we got here? It says number 48. Okay. What is this right here? It's just extra milling lines. Okay, we've got a milled pocket clip. We've got the milled back spacer. I'm gonna guess the blade is M390. You know, it probably would help if we looked at the card here real quick. 20 CV. They're going to come in damage steel. This is satin and gray. The Creature. So we are using American steel here. That's cool. Not that I would, you know, be bummed out if it was M390, right? I mean, that's fine. So we're looking at CBM 20 CV steel. Incredibly smooth action. Thumb stud deployer, which I like. Am I wrong in thinking that his designs in the past have not traditionally come with thumb studs? These are super easy to actuate because of the placement. He's got them up rather than back or jammed in here. They're just cylinders though, so we don't have any texturing. I don't know that that's really that big of a deal. They almost look like they're supposed to be stops, but obviously they don't fully come in contact with the back there. Let's take a look at the other one here real quick and see. I'm sure that it's just a variation. Maybe not. Maybe it's a totally different knife, but I'm fairly certain it's going to be some sort of, yeah, it's going to be black. But we have the contrasting, oh boy, but we got a different blade shape. Okay, I like this one better. I think the compound Super Aggro Tanto goes way, excuse me, I knew that was a big Vesuvius level burp coming up. But if you don't know, I usually will have part of a Monster energy drink before I do a video, right? People are always like, why are you so excited? Why are you always yelling? It's mostly caffeine combined with my natural personality, but caffeine does play a pretty good role, right? plus 25 total resource. Yeah, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but the compound Tanto I think looks better, and I think it's not just the color. I think that this would look better on either of them. Just because, you know, the handle is so angular and has some, well, I mean, it doesn't get angular, it's kind of angular, but it's got a lot of different lines. The blade on this guy just looks a little less busy. Obviously, for day to day, I think this one's gonna be the better choice. You're gonna have, this is a flat ground blade and a really long drop point, long swedge. This is hollow ground on the initial edge, and then the secondary edge is flat ground, but it is, I don't know if we have one of them are more pointy than the other. They certainly both seem to have plenty of fine tips, but I do like the compound Tanto a little bit better. I think that just looks a little bit better overall. I think probably now what we should do here is do some measurements real quick. So the overall length of the creature coming in at 8.5 inches. That's bigger than I thought. For some reason, boy, that's bizarre. I was like, that's an 8-inch knife all day. It's half an inch longer than I thought it was going to be. Blade to handle ratio, it's probably because the blade to handle ratio is really good. So again, overall length is 8.5 inches, but the blade length is, coming in at, I think we can call that a 3.85 inch blade, coming to this mark right there, almost dead center of the frame. Cutting edge, 3.65. So you have a really good blade to handle ratio, kind of really maximizing that. Look at this. But you can't touch the tip because of the wraparound backspacer, so that was well thought out. Okay, so that explains why it's throwing me a little bit. Weight. Do we have milling on the inside? Where's my flashlight? Not that we really need it, but it does help, I think. Bless it! There we go. Okay, yeah, we do have some milling on the inside. Is there something else on the inside? Oh, it says Arcane Design. It's a nice place to put that. Just going to point that out here real quick. Instead of making us all look... I mean, we still see it on the blade. But instead of like writing Arcane Design across the blade, which not many people are going to enjoy. I mean, you've got lots of other manufacturers who do that for a good example. He's got it on the inside of the spacer, which is cool. I mean, the spacer, is separate from the knife, but it's part of it. You're going to need it to have everything together. So that's fine. I mean, that's kind of at this point, you're going to know what these things look like, right? So... let's weigh this thing. There's probably a little bit of a difference between these two since we have two different grinds. 4.55 ounces, not bad considering you're getting an 8.5 inch knife with a nearly 4-inch blade. This one I'm going to guess weighs a little less. No, it weighs a little more. Okay, there we go. 4.62. How about, I think maybe we should probably do just a couple of size comparisons. I have no idea what the pricing is going to come in on these guys. Last time I did a review, I kind of, hammered down hard on the pricing. I was like, man, these shouldn't be super duper crazy expensive. I'm just getting out a bunch of common knives here to compare with. Because they, some of these knives in the past have been really expensive. He doesn't do any of these things in massive batches, right? So... a lot of times value for a lot of people just comes down to material, and I think most people are willing to accept complexity of design or execution of design, right? Not all materials translate to the same final cost because you have more or less work going into these knives. And these are a little bit more on the complex end, at least with the milling and stuff. So PM2, and then up against like the Ritter Hogue. Yeah, they are just a little bit longer. This is just a little bit longer than PM2. Maybe... up here. But anyways, yeah, the small batch thing does end up costing him a little bit more. I mean, if he was doing a run of 10,000 of these things, obviously the price would be a little bit less. Imagine the manufacturer, if they assumed he would sell all 10,000 of them, they can make a little bit more on volume rather than, right? It's just the guess of how this all works, right? Then again, I'll have to look and see what the final price of this is before I can actually make that, make that call. Up against the CJRB Pyrite, Demco AD 20.5, and I think that's probably good. Yeah, okay, this is interesting. It's right off the bat. I mean, his Isham collab is still my favorite, but this one's up there. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's far from my least favorite. I can't remember if it was the Crypt or something like that was my least favorite, but I'm gonna guess these are still being manufactured by Bestech. I don't actually know. I'm gonna guess. But I would imagine that on his website it'll say, if you're curious. These will get full comprehensive reviews, but for now, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Please, make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.